We are now receiving reports of reprisal attacks against the Banyamulenge, a Congolese Tutsi community, and other civilians accused of supporting the M23 by the Wazalendo and other armed bandits.
The world is often warned before great tragedies happen. These warnings do not always come through official announcements or dramatic headlines. More often, they appear quietly through patterns that history has taught us to recognize. Civilians stop moving freely. Fear enters everyday life. Language becomes a tool for exclusion. Identity becomes a reason for suspicion. Armed groups replace institutions, and silence begins to speak louder than truth. What is happening right now in Democratic Republic of Congo, especially in Uvira and nearby areas like Bibogobogo, follows this pattern with painful clarity. This is not a story from the past, and it is not a distant political debate. It is a humanitarian emergency happening now. It is centered on Banyamulenge civilians whose daily lives have been reduced to fear, hiding, and survival. Families are not discussing politics or military strategy. They are deciding whether it is safer to stay inside their homes or risk being seen on the street. They are deciding which child sleeps closest to the door. They are deciding how to survive another night. Uvira is a key city in South Kivu. For years, it has been a place of trade, movement, and tension. Today, it has become a clear example of how quickly civilian protection can collapse when security decisions are made without proper safeguards. After the withdrawal of M23 forces, which followed strong diplomatic pressure at the regional and international level, including pressure connected to US-supported mediation efforts, the situation on the ground changed suddenly. That change did not bring peace. Instead, it created a dangerous gap. And in these conflict zones, such gaps are rarely filled with restraint. Since that withdrawal, armed Wazalendo militias and other groups aligned with pro-government forces have been active along main roads and inside residential neighborhoods. Reports from journalists, human rights observers, and local communities describe Banyamulenge civilians being identified through their language, physical appearance, or known family background. Many have been threatened, attacked, or forced to flee. Homes have been looted. Property has been destroyed. Fear has become organized and systemic. This is not random crime. It is targeted violence. The term Banyarwanda has once again been used as a weapon in Eastern Congo. In Eastern Congo, this word has often been used not simply to describe, but to accuse and exclude. For the Banyamulenge, who are Congolese by history, culture, and citizenship, this label has repeatedly placed them in danger. Being portrayed as outsiders, despite generations of presence in South Kivu, has exposed the community to collective punishment whenever regional tensions rise. This is why what we're seeing today cannot be dismissed as ordinary insecurity. It is a failure of equal citizenship when people are attacked not because of what they have done, but because of how they look like or the language they speak. The foundation of the state is weakened. Trust in institutions disappears. Armed groups begin to decide who belongs and who does not. The idea of a shared national future begin to break apart. Bibogobogo represents the most urgent part of this crisis. Reliable information from local leaders, community members, and humanitarian sources indicates that Banyamulenge families there are trapped with little ability to escape and no real protection. Warnings of an imminent attack are not rumors. They watch patterns seen before past massacres in the regions. History in Eastern Congo shows clearly that when such warnings are ignored, the result is mass killings and long-term displacement. It is important to speak carefully and responsibly about the regional context. Words matter, especially in moments like this. Rwanda and M23 are not enemies of the Banyamulenge people. In certain moments in the past, their presence has coincided with periods when Banyamulenge civilians were less exposed to attacks. This does not justify armed groups, nor does it erase serious concerns raised by the Congolese government and the United Nations. But it does help explain why Banyamulenge civilians are often unfairly blamed for conflicts they do not control. Tensions between the Congolese state and Rwanda, and between Kinshasa and M23, are rooted in complex regional politics, past wars, border security concerns, and competing interests in Eastern Congo. Turning these political conflicts into accusation against Banyamulenge civilians is both unjust and dangerous. It turns civilians into targets. It encourages revenge, and it guarantees a cycle of violence that no military solution can end. International actors must also face difficult truth. The United States and other powerful partners often speak strongly about human rights and civilian protection. But when diplomatic pressure leads to security withdrawals without effective protection for vulnerable communities, the consequences can be devastating. Even when the stated goal is de-escalation, the real impact on civilians must be the first concern. When people are left exposed after political agreements, credibility is lost and more responsibility cannot be avoided. This is not said lightly. It is based on what is happening now. When strategic interests, regional stability considerations, or access to resources are prioritized over immediate civilian safety, minority communities living at the center of conflict suffer the most. That suffering is visible today among Banyamulenge families in Uvira and Bibogobogo. What makes this moment especially serious is that it is still possible to prevent the worst. The warning signs are clear. The patterns are well known. Strong media coverage, urgent human rights documentation, diplomatic pressure to certain militias, and immediate civilian protection measures can still change the course of events. Silence, delay, or denial will not. This is not a call for hatred. It is not a call for revenge. It is not a call to weaken the Congolese state. It is a call to strengthen it by inciting that every citizen is protected equally. A state that cannot protect its minorities cannot secure its future. A country that allows identity-based violence to spread undermines its own unity and legitimacy. The Banyamulenge are not expendable. They are not a political inconvenience. They are not a problem to be managed quietly. They are human beings whose lives have the same values as any other life. Their children deserve to grow up without learning how to hide their names. The elders deserve to live without being treated as strangers in their own country. History will judge this moment not by statements released after tragedy, but by action taken before it. Uvira is already a warning. Bibogobogo is approaching a critical point. The world has been alerted. What remains is the decision to act with courage, responsibility, and humanity before silence once again becomes a weapon. Thank you for watching my video. Please share this video with your friends, your family members, state representatives, Congress, and US senators. And why not? Share with the President of the United States.